Pencils down. Pencils down.
Drop
That's
them.
it. Pencils
Drop
down.
them.
That's it. Pencils down.
Drop them.
We want to thank you
Yeah.
for making the Ramble a part of your everyday lives.
We appreciate it. We really do.
We really appreciate that. We here at the Ramble can't thank you enough. We just want to thank you.
I mean, we've never done live cam sex before, but that was you guys. I wouldn't want to have done it without you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There it is. That's Ramble 410 in the books. There it is.
In the books, it was our first simultaneous jerk session, right? We both.
It was the first time on that we've done it in the Ramble.
In the Ramble, we do it all the time.
Frank and Son, we do it every aisle.
But this is the first time you and I co-masturbated on the Ramble.
We're waiting to hear back to see if we can get on some NBA team's halftime show.
Yeah.
Doing our little masturbate, and then we switch hands, and then
and then we just jerk you jerk me, we switch around.
Some
maybe WNBA may let us do it. I don't know if we're big enough yet for the NBA, but maybe.
Sometimes we go back to back. We're back to back, and we're doing
back to back. We do a reverse hand, a little reverse hand action.
Yes,
so
reverse. I appreciate, by the way, that takes a lot out of you to do the back to back, because when we're doing the back to back, it's a tribute to Alvin Harper and Michael Irvin when they stood back-to-back after their second Super Bowl. You know, and I really appreciate you going, you know what? I see the bigger picture, so I'm going to have to
I only do that because you have, in the past, agreed to do the fun bunch with me, where we sit there and we go and we jump up and we high-five each other as we're jerking off.
Yes, the fun. It's still one of the best end zone celebrations ever.
It's the one that ended end zone celebrations for almost 20 years.
A long time.
Because I think Dallas got a little chap-assed and broke it up. And then the NFL was like, because Washington was doing their fun bunch thing, and I think Dallas came in and interrupted it.
We were hopping.
You guys got a little mad.
A little hopping mad at that.
And it became the No Fun League because of you guys for a very long time.
Go, 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 Dallas Cowboys, right there. Because if I'm not mistaken, the fun bunch was like literally every offensive member would all meet, form a circle, and then jump.
It was pretty much all the receivers and running backs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think even people came off the sidelines to do it. It was out of hand. It was a little out of hand.
I don't know. I think that shit's great. I think that shit's fun.
So you guys, CeeDee Lamb got paid.
He's here.
So does that mean is Dak looking at going, okay, well, I'm done. This is my last year as a Cowboy? Because you still got to do Parsons.
Still got to do Micah, which.
And if you got to choose between Dak and Micah.
Had this been 5 years ago, I think you have to go your quarterback if it's,
Right.
It's Dak, but I think now you have to go Micah. You have to lock up Micah and just roll the fucking dice.
I mean, he's probably the most the most elite pass rusher in the NFL right now.
He might be the most elite pass rusher the Cowboys have ever had. If you just go pure talent.
You can't choose you can't choose a top 15, maybe top 10 quarterback over that guy?
No, you can't. It's Micah he's going to get paid. I'm happy for that. If it means we lose Dak in the process,
I think Dak's gone. I think Dak is gone.
Well, enjoy Las Vegas. The Raiders are Raider Nation will love you. You're gonna.
Still got Trey Lance on 2 more years on his rookie deal, right?
2 more years. Yep, 2 more years of Trey.
Right?
Lance.
Is that what it is, or
they're gonna milk that mother 5 interceptions? Doesn't matter. Fucking get out there. Get the fuck out there.
Is he the backup? Has he been named the backup? Or is there another quarterback?
Not yet. There's still the Coops. I believe Cooper
Oh, the
Rush
old
is still
Coops.
there.
Coops.
Is still
no, Danuch. Danuch is long gone, though.
Nooch is out. Nooch is out.
That's too
bad. It's out.
No
He's
Danuch.
out right now.
I miss the Nooch.
The Nooch. What? But here's the problem. the Nooch, no question, MAGA, right? No question, Nooch is MAGA.
If
right?
Minshew's MAGA, the Nooch is MAGA.
Nooch is like a mini Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. Even if he wasn't MAGA, he saw Minshew and he's like, well, I'm MAGA now because I do
MAGA
whatever.
Now. Well, Gardner does. Is that his boss? Is he think? Is
it
that
might
his
be.
Is that
might
his
be
guy?
His boss.
Is I have to whatever Minshew says I'm in? Is that
might
Nooch's, is that the Nooch's thing?
The Nooch.
Man, the Nooch. I'll miss him. I'm gonna miss him.
I miss him. I miss him a lot.
But what? Okay, let's pretend you are. Let's just turn the world upside down and you're in charge of the Cowboys. Are you any sign that Trey Lance looks capable? Are you like, okay, fuck it, we got to go with him? Is that?
I think after if you have him.
Sign, if he's like, shit, he didn't shit the bed. Okay. Well, fuck.
I'm trying to think. How many years does he have? Is this his 4th year or 3rd year?
I don't remember. Let's pretend he's got 1 year left. Let's pretend.
Because you're on the rookie deal, and you can still do the 5th year option.
Yes. So I think this would be his second. I
think it's his 3rd year, right? This is his third season. Because they gave up on him after a year, right?
After 1 year.
He started as a rookie, and then
this would be his 3rd season starting. Yes.
Right. So to me, if you're Dallas, I mean, this year you're still Jones is still trying to win the Super Bowl, so you're gonna play Dak out. But what I would do maybe next year, is you go ahead and give him the 5th year option, and then cut Dak loose and just dedicate the offseason to getting Trey Lance capable.
Do everything you can, right?
Right.
You got to do everything you can to just all right.
Unless you're in some sort of position to get a top flight quarterback, which is not the case, I don't think.
This guy in Dallas radio, Bob Sturm, had, I'm misquoting, this is going to be very poor of me, but he had a very perfect summation of Trey Lance. It was something like he can do so many things no other quarterback can, but he also can't do so many things that every other quarterback can. You know what I mean?
Basic. Like, you got to do the basics.
Right. And that kind of is, there is the Trey Lance conundrum.
But dude, he was like a number 2 or number 3 overall pick. Like
he was very impressive in college.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
you could be that off.
I know
on that guy.
I know.
At least Carson Wentz, same college, and I think the Eagles took him 2 overall. Had that year before he blew his knee out, where he was looking like an MVP.
He was looking pretty good. Yeah,
Trey Lance.
He was annoyingly looking. I was like, God damn it! Did the Eagles really get a fucking quarterback? I was so fucking annoyed with that.
Yeah.
But then thankfully he ended up looking not so great. After all. But, oh man, just. Hey, you know what? Fuck it, Eddie. Let's pretend you can hear the music.
Okay. Fuck it.
We're doing this. Is Ramble?
It's done.
It's all done. Ramble OT really is done too. This is the extra Ramble OT. So if you know the words, well, I think I'm going out of my head. Yes, I think I'm going out of my head. Over you, over you. I want you to want me. I need you so badly. I can't think of anything but you. And I think I'm going out of my head. 'Cause I can't explain the tears that I shed over you. Here we are, baby. The Ramble. There we go. Ramble OT is now over. This is just...
Ramble double OT.
Ramble double OT has begun. Just you and I. Alt-right Cody. Oh, man. Wow.
Now, I didn't get a clear description of what happened, but apparently at Arlington National Cemetery there was an altercation between some campaign staffers and the people that work there. But was Cody the one in the physical? Was he in the physical altercation?
I think things
are boiling up that bad.
They're plummeting so bad over there that I think he's just reduced to the cheap shot now. I think alt-right Cody's just reduced to the dirty shot.
That's hard to hear.
This is Roy Williams horse-collaring T.O. And busting his leg before the Eagles made their play. You know,
this is hard to hear.
That's what I'm.
Because when I heard staff members in a physical verbal altercation, I was like, that's
Cody.
That might be Cody. And it was. That's alt-right Cody. All right.
That's our alt-right guy. Right. But nobody loves the troops more than Trump. Nobody cares about veterans.
I mean, no one brings him more joy than dead troops.
Nothing breaks him happier than giving a thumbs up in front of a dead guy's grave. Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, what's
it.
more American than being happy at a cemetery?
At a cemetery, and thumbs up, baby. It's the best. You can tell he really cares.
And then getting 2 interviews with Dr. Phil. I mean, come on.
And then saying that if Jesus were counting votes, he'd win California.
Right.
How many times have we told each other that?
Daily. I think I call you up. If I don't hear from you that day, I call you.
To make sure that we've said if Jesus were counting votes. Oh.
Right.
Oh, come on.
And what a lump of shit. Well, we all knew Dr. Phil was a lump of shit, but wow, he's just doubling down on being a lump of shit.
He doesn't care. He's made his money.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sick of telling colored people how to live their lives in a better way. Let me just be me now. Like, that's all it is.
I mean, at least Dr. Oz had the sense to sort of just scurry back into the shadows.
Dr. Phil's like, no, this is my thing now. I'm going to be, I'll quit pretending like I care about people of color. Now I'm just going to do this. Like, oh, okay, sure. Fucking brutal. I remember when he broke, I was working at a bookstore in Dallas. It was like a local Dallas guy.
Oh, he's from Dallas?
Think he got his clay. I think that's where Oprah met him. If I'm pretty sure, he's from Oklahoma.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, no, he's actually north, but Dallas is probably the biggest city that he was closest to, right? So
you guys claim him with pride, right?
He transferred to Wichita Falls, Texas. Then he went to North Texas State in Denton, right north of Dallas.
Okay.
And he was in Wichita Falls doing psychiatry there. And then so he was close to Dallas. There it is.
All right.
And I remember when he was when he broke. Oh God, I was just like, this fucking moron, like who? This guy. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you've ever heard of that Dallas. And I don't know if this. I think this happened. The Dallas sports guy Dale Hansen. You probably saw him.
Oh,
he went viral defending Michael Sam.
Yeah. I remember that. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Dale's great. And when Oprah like came in one time, she was in Dallas.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Fuck it," I used to do the news. And she just sat in with that affiliate and like did the evening news for. It was like, holy shit, that's Oprah hopping in for a segment. And she kicked it over to sports, and I believe Hansen grilled her about Dr. Phil. He was like, why do you give this guy a platform? Like he just was like, what are you
he
thinking?
Knew what a sack of shit Dr. Phil is.
Shit, Dr. Phil. That stupid, dumb motherfucker. Oh, God. What a pile of human shit. Dr. Phil is. Oh, Stall of Fame? How have we not hit?
Dude. Absolute Stall of Fame.
How is
he might have his own wing in the Stall of Fame.
Yeah, how is he the Drew Pearson? Is he just like waiting and why
you keep looking him over? What happened?
He invented the Hail Mary.
But at this point, though, he may be in what we call the Rudy Giuliani box.
Oh yeah, we put him in after they're dead. Then we wait till they're dead. We Pete Rose him after what he's done to the game.
After what he's done to the game, Giuliani should be in the Stall of Fame, but he's done some things where
Giuliani's done so much damage. You can't.
We can't dishonor the hall by letting someone like that in. And I think Dr. Phil might be creeping into that territory.
So are all the MAGA dickheads, are they like the steroid era wing of the Stall of Fame?
There's not an asterisk on. Because believe me, Trump himself should be an all-time.
Trump should be in. He should
an all-time Stall of Famer.
But he's getting the Clemens, Mark McGuire, Rafael Palmeiro.
I mean,
you look at their numbers. Absolutely, they're in.
You can't argue with the numbers. But there's more to the Stall of Fame than just numbers.
I mean, Bonds should be in though. Is Bonds in? Have they put Bonds in? Or are they still holding him?
No, he's not in.
He's really not in yet.
He also didn't help himself because he was a dick to the press as well.
Why shouldn't he be? Who got to good for him?
It's the press that votes on the thing. So it's all the guys that never played that vote on the people that played, which makes a lot of sense.
There's no better baseball player that we've ever seen right?
Than Barry Bonds all around?
Yes.
Yeah.
All around. Even before the steroids, he had that claim.
Griffey could have been.
Griffey, had he not gotten injured.
Had injuries not cut him short, it probably would have been Griffey.
Had Griffey had done steroids, he has every number in the book.
And also as just a all-around baseball player, not just a hitter.
No, he has everything. Griffey would have been a Gold Glove. God, I don't know how many times he would have outfielder. He would have. That's the biggest what if, I think.
Yeah.
For our generation of sports. Overall,
well, we all knew, like watching him when we were kids, even like when he was only 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years in the league, everybody's like, "Oh, he's going to be the greatest of all time. He's
going to be the best." Like he's unbelievable. Still the prettiest swing you'll ever see in baseball.
Yeah.
Still the prettiest swing ever is Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bonds, there was, even before he did the steroids, there was no one better.
No.
And did you hear the rumor apparently that when McGwire and Sosa were just busting all the records, that apparently Bonds, according to legend, said, "Man, you put me on the same shit you're putting them on.
Yeah.
I'll show you a fucking home run. I'll show you fucking."
Which is true.
It's true.
He did it. He put it on. He got on that shit, and look what he did.
You give me the same shit you're giving them, I'll break everything. And he absolutely did. Absolutely. Well, I spared you, I think, a movie ticket last Ramble Radio.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
I don't know if you're gonna bother going to see Alien.
No, I'm taking that money and I'm putting it back into seeing Deadpool and Wolverine again.
That's what you should do.
So that's what I'm doing.
That's what it is. So because of that, though, let's devil's advocate.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, man, Alien 3 is looking prettier and prettier after Alien.
Well, after Alien 3 came out, I remember when it came out and the hype for it after Aliens, of course, we're all like, "Oh, fuck." Right. And then we're all like, "Oh, fuck."
I remember the poster, "The bitch is back."
Yeah, and we were like, we're fuck. In. And then walking out going,
I wanted to love it. God damn it, Eddie. I was like, "Oh, please."
Dude.
I was just like,
it was literally Crocodile Dundee 2 feels all over again.
I know. It really was.
It really was.
It was. But then, like, okay, Rock was awesome. Sigourney Weaver was great, of course. But Charles Dutton was fucking fantastic in that movie. So was the Game of Thrones guy.
Stall of Famer?
Oh, Charles Dutton might be.
He might be.
Was Reginald Vell Johnson in? He's got to be.
If not, maybe we bring them in together as like a tag team.
I mean, it's. But the Game of Thrones guy was fucking great.
Yeah.
And you look back, and Alien 3, it's the Finch. It's the Finch's first big one.
Yeah.
It was the Finch's first big one.
It's aging like fine wine.
It's a David Fincher movie. You see it, you're like, this is and I hated that they killed off instantly Newt and Hicks. Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Aliens, none of it mattered?
Yeah.
That's what sucked. But man, when you look, if you somehow pretend Alien and Aliens, just pretend you never saw them.
Yeah.
And you just go in and see this. It's interesting. It's a bummer when you put it in the context of Aliens.
Do you think Alien 3 suffers from the same problem Godfather 3 suffers from? It's the sequel to 2 great
best
films
movies ever made.
It's 2 of the great, like Alien
Godfather
and Aliens.
1 and 2 were maybe the 2 best movies.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then you follow up Part 3.
Part 3 would have been a really good movie had you never seen 1 and 2.
Same with Alien 3. Like, I think Alien 3.
But and what I think though the difference is you could make the same case for Alien Romulus. Well, if you just didn't see any others, but when you see the others, you see that it's just copying and it's just becoming this odd, like.
Yeah, it's relying too much on what came before it to tell its story.
Does not. Alien 3 is like, fuck everything that came before. We're just going to do completely different. And I think what puts it over for me is when the alien is born, when Charles Dutton is giving the eulogy for Hicks and Newt. And then he's like, but, as we see death, we know that new life is all. And then you just see that dog, fucking the chest burster coming out of the dog. And I loved the idea in Alien 3 that the alien takes on the characteristics of whatever creature it gestated him.
Yeah.
So the others look like humanoid. This one was on all four, like a dog.
Right.
I thought that was. And looking back, I think it was much better than than I initially gave it credit for and initially thought.
Well, again, I think coming off the heels of two of the greatest movies ever made, it suffers the same fate as a Godfather 3,
yes. Yeah.
or even a Die Hard 3.
Oh, Die Hard 3 would have been good.
Right?
Actually, I think Die Hard 3 better than 2. But
I think 2 was just a retelling of 1 in a different building. 3 has a different story, different plot.
Wait a minute. But 3 wasn't even a Die Hard movie.
Not really.
Know that. It was actually written as just a standalone film.
You could tell it was a different movie, and you could tell they slapped Die Hard on it because it's not that.
But 2, I loved 2 as a kid. I loved it as a kid. I saw it again. I'm like,
yeah.
Even with the dad from Good Times as the villain,
right? And he's a Stall of Famer, I think.
Oh, John Amos.
John Amos. I don't know how we keep him out.
You know who's that? Wait, hold on. Let me get Die Hard. Let me bring up the Die Hard 2 cast, because there was a should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer in Die Hard 2, and let me find him. That was oh God. Passed away. But Fred Thompson.
The late great senator from Tennessee.
Senator from Tennessee.
Fred Thompson. I used to see him. I worked when I right out of college. I worked as a intern in the Senate television studio. You know, where they do all the little interviews with the senators they put on C-SPAN and stuff. Like, I was a camera operator in those C-SPAN hearings.
Look at this.
For the summer after I graduated college, and I'm walking through the Capitol all the time, and I would see Fred Thompson. He was always in where I was going, so he
coming out of the stall. After
always out of the stall, just always give me just give me that. I did that. I did that one.
He's got to be in, right?
Oh, absolutely.
How is he not in? Fred Thompson. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna watch Alien 3 again, and I have a feeling I'm gonna like it a lot more than my memory has. After seeing how brutally mediocre Alien Romulus is.
Watch Alien 3.
I might watch it. I think I can. We can go ahead and say there's a lot we've laid out a decent defense. It had to follow the first 2. It told its own story. It didn't rehash anything.
Right.
And it was still a good, effective Alien film.
Yep.
Didn't of course nothing's gonna reach 1 and 2. And it should have ended there.
Probably
just walked away.
Walked away from it. Left the engineers as a mystery.
We don't need to know about that.
We didn't need to know about them. I think that was fine.
I love a good sandwich. I don't need to know where it came from.
Right. I don't need to see the cowl that the steak came from. Right. I just enjoy the steak. I don't need to see the cow's face.
Right. There we go. And now, on to something more tragic.
Okay.
The Darkest Hour.
Ooh.
We just did this, guy.
Well, this is our first time we've revisited A Darkest Hour to update it. I think.
And this has been, what is this, like a month after?
I think it's maybe 4 weeks, maybe.
Hulk Hogan, I think, has a new Darkest Hour, Eddie. I think we have a new Darkest Hour.
He might be the all-time GOAT of Darkest Hours.
I think he really is, because no one was higher.
Right.
And then to plummet the way that guy is plummeted.
And to keep finding new bottoms is
And
pretty impressive.
To find that, and then you find out that, nobody he really came up with in the 80s liked him.
No.
You're finding that out.
Well, we already knew Jesse Ventura didn't because he destroyed it.
Yeah.
He got Jesse fired.
Wife swapper.
Hogan's a wife swapper. Swapper.
That's still the funniest wrestling clip ever, is how mad the body's getting. He's the wife swapper. Look at his marriage.
Look at him. Wife swapper.
Oh, Mike. That was fucking...
I'll show you what to do.
The funniest thing is just now picturing Hulk Hogan in some dresser going, brother, the body likes you to watch when you fucking wife. Brooklyn Brawlers just sitting there like, all right, man.
All right, I guess so. You do this leg drop and get me out of this match, please?
You know, brother.
He likes to get right from behind and watch it, brother.
Watch it, brother.
He likes to watch it go in and out, brother. Wife swapper, brother.
So was this drunken Hogan rant at some shithole bar? I'm assuming in
podunk,
Florida.
racist, redneck fucking bar.
I'm assuming in Florida.
Probably.
Is that his newest, darkest hour?
Where he gets up and he says he wants to leg drop Kamala. He wants to body slam
and then he goes
Kamala.
After her race.
And then he puts up his hand and says "how," like an Indian or something like that.
Yeah,
and it
was bad. It was. Ooh.
It just sucks because I was watching a clip the other day where I forgot what it was. I forgot what he won. It was one of the classic matches where he won, and then that Real American music hits, and he stops up and he points up, and you're like, and you get a little bit of chills because you remember what it was like as a kid watching that dude.
It was the greatest.
And he was a real life superhero, and you believed in it.
I can only imagine how devastated 8-year-old me would be.
It's just crazy.
You said, "Hey, by the way, this guy's going to turn into the biggest pile of shit."
It's just of all the wrestlers to turn into a big pile of shit.
This guy always was the biggest pile of shit.
We just found out.
Now you're not gonna find out till way later, but it's coming.
We were talking about we gave our little rest in peace tribute to Sid Vicious or Sid Justice on Tuesday. And I was watching the clip at the end of Royal Rumble in '92 when Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble. Remember?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Was
that the one where he started as number one?
He starts number one,
right?
And stayed the whole time. And the last three guys in the ring are Ric Flair, Sid Justice at the time, and Hulk Hogan.
Right.
And Hogan is sitting there working over Flair, right? And Sid Justice just looks around and he goes and he just tosses Hogan out of the ring, right?
Amazing.
And Hogan's losing his mind on the side of the ring, and Justice is in the ring saying, "No, I'm here to win this." He's mouthing, "I'm here to win this."
Right.
And Hogan, literally the biggest face in the world at the time, reaches up and grabs Sid Justice's arm and is pulling him, and so Ric Flair can then flip him out. But it's for them to make that move where Hogan is such a sore loser that he literally is trying to pull the guy out and then complaining.
That's weird.
It's a weird move
and
he
also just can't let Flair take it clean.
Yeah.
The Rumble,
it was just a weird move. He gets tossed out, legit tossed out, and then he does this thing where he's pulling Justice down. Right. It just makes him look like a sore loser.
Right.
For the biggest face in the company. It's weird.
It was very weird. It's true.
And then he doesn't let Flair have the clean win.
Was Flair the first guy to go one, to start at one and win it?
Yeah.
That's right, man. That is, that's true. That we saw. We should have known then, Eddie. We should have known then. We should have known then. God damn, to think I took his side over Macho Man.
Dude.
I took his side over.
So many feuds. I was
Zeus. We could have a do-over.
Went to No Holds Barred opening night.
Right. Oh man, I think No Holds Barred might have been the first movie I saw where I thought, that sucked. That might have been because when I was a kid, I loved
movies were just amazing.
Loved every movie.
It just
I saw No Holds Barred. I was like, what?
And then and then Hogan got lame, and then when he started the NWO thing, he got reborn. You're like, oh, I can cheer for Hogan again. It's cool.
Right.
And then you're kind of like, oh, cool. I like him as a bad guy, but you just wow. And then to find out Nash is probably a cool dude, you're like, oh,
right.
Fuck.
And you thought he was the prick.
So did Bischoff just stick Hogan with these guys to make the NWO thing work, and they just fucking hated Hogan too?
I wonder. I don't know. I wonder what they thought about him. I tell you that one time I met Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Or the couple times, but when I first met him, he didn't have anything bad to say about him.
Yeah.
They
all made a lot of money together.
Yeah.
So.
He kind of laughed at he just said, "You're invisible when you're with Terry, you're just invisible."
Yeah.
That's how famous he is.
Yeah.
Right. Where it's they flocked to him. Oh yeah, great ladder match with Michaels. Oh my God, Hulk Hogan.
Because he was a real life superhero.
That was it.
He was not a real person.
Right. And they were saying they were laughing at how he just uses that.
Yeah.
He could be stuck in traffic and wanting to get out of it, and he'll just lower his window and go, "Hey, brother!" He turns on Hogan, So the driver's like, "Oh my God, that's Hulk Hogan." Well,
yeah, go in front. Yeah, fuck my wife. It's fine.
Yeah,
fuck
go
my
fuck
wife.
her, please, brother.
Wife swapper.
Wife. Look at his marriage. Look at his.
Wife swapper.
Wife swapper. He's not a. So, can I tell you my sad prediction about this?
What?
There's no way to light this darkest hour either.
I don't think so.
I mean, unless they've been doing 2 Undertakers this whole time.
This isn't the real Hulk Hogan,
and
right?
The real Hulk Hogan comes out and does the boot and the leg drop to this.
Well, apparently he got caught up in some sort of crypto scam, didn't he?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, where he's like, he stole some millions of dollars from some people.
Jesus, here's another darkest hour.
And
what the fuck?
Apparently he's cozying up to Trump in case
he wins.
He can get a pardon. So there might be some like sort of saving yourself sort of angle to this whole thing of
when he finished that rant, he already gives himself an excuse. He didn't it's not like he was committed to it.
Yeah.
After he said all the race issues, like, it's the beer talking, brother.
Right.
I'm in trouble.
Because he knows he said something horrible.
Right. He goes, I'm going to put some heat on me, brother. It's a beer talking. Like, he instantly tries to back out of it.
Yeah.
And I wonder now, does he just say, fuck it, I'm with Kamala. She's going to win. Okay, maybe she'll pardon me.
But Kamala ain't going to have that shit because she already turned down RFK Jr., so she's not taking Hogan on.
How funny if he tried.
Hey, Kamala.
And can I be honest? It hurts Gremlins 2 a lot.
Does.
This hurts.
The big fourth wall break it shatters it.
That was such a great moment in the theater at the time. And now it hurts. It hurts really.
It hurts so much of the 80s. It hurts so much of the 80s.
Oh, God.
Hulk Hogan's rocking wrestling.
Oh. Even the old theme song.
The old theme.
The
Real American. I mean,
that was the greatest.
It makes you want to stand up every time you hear it.
When I was a kid, I thought the greatest thing ever in wrestling was going to the Sportatorium and hearing LaGrange from ZZ Top, and then the Von Erichs would come out.
Yeah.
What topped it was Reunion Arena, Dallas, Texas, hearing that song. And the way we all just lost our fucking minds.
It's sad,
and then
man.
Out he comes. I fucking high-fived him as he was leaving.
It's tragic.
I ran over, and he made sure to high-five all the kids walking out. I was like, fuck. And then
the whole thing's tragic.
It's so tragic. That fucking Real American when that shit would hit.
Right.
Now, something did top it, and it was I took my cousin to see a SmackDown. They were doing a SmackDown in Laredo, and dude,
Stone Cold.
No, he wasn't on it. Sadly, I would have loved that. But seeing in person the Undertaker for the first time with everything going black and oh God,
dude, I was at the Arrowhead Pond down here in Anaheim for a Raw.
Oh yeah,
this was like '99. This was the height of Attitude Era. The height. Of Stone Cold.
Oh.
And he was not there the whole night, and they kept showing him in the back, like because he was sitting there in the back, and I forgot who was antagonizing him and whatever. And then because they would show him on the jumbotron, and then at the end of the night, the glass breaks, and it was like they built it up the whole night, and then like that glass breaks, and it's like like you want to almost jump off the balcony.
Best. That's the fucking best.
That was bigger than Hogan.
Yes, that definitely became.
The glass break was bigger than
the glass break was bigger than Real American, no question.
But,
no question, it was bigger. It was and that was
But this makes me now. I'm a fan of Rowdy. Well, always a fan of Rowdy Piper, Macho
more
Man,
than ever
the
now.
Iron Sheik.
Piper more because Piper seemed to be the most vocal. Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
What a piece of shit this dude is.
Well,
and Sheik Macho Man. Macho Man was too.
Yeah, man, Hogan. But I think Macho Man, it seemed to at least, he was also the most willing to give him chance after chance.
Well, because I think they knew how much money they made together.
Right. And it was, I think Macho Man more than anybody was like, okay, I'll deal with his bullshit.
Yeah, because I'll make a shit ton of money doing this.
I'll make a ton of money. I can be a great whatever for.
Or Piper's like, I don't need this fucking business. Bye.
Piper's like, no, fuck this. Yeah, I'm making movies now. I don't need any of this shit. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That Piper, how right was he? How right was the Iron Sheik? Jesus Christ, man. Fucking
darkest hour that can never be lit.
Rocky 3 is fucked.
Rocky 3 is fucked.
Thunderlips. Doesn't even matter now. It's just, oh, God. But I think Gremlins 2, takes the biggest. Gremlins 2 takes the hardest hit with this.
Right. At least we still have Mr. America though. We still have
Mr. America's great. He ain't going anywhere.
He'll always stay true.
Oh fuck. Now here we go.
All right.
Done dirty?
Okay.
Or had to be done, Eddie.
Who are we? Who do we got? Who's on?
Pink Floyd getting rid of Sid Barrett. Now, financially, it had to be done.
Had to be done.
This put them into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah.
But did they do you know the details leading up to his dismissal?
Read me off the details.
So Barrett, of course, he was the guy.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd was his baby.
Yeah.
Sid Barrett, when they were recording Piper at the Gates of Dawn, their debut album.
Yeah.
Eddie, here's how influential it was. Paul McCartney was listening to him record it in and out of Abbey Road Studios.
Wow.
And it inspired him to do Sgt. Pepper's.
Wow.
That's
huge.
Fuck. And so Sid Barrett was their everything.
Yeah.
He was their everything. And then he literally became an acid casualty. It was to where he started showing up for gigs. If he would show up, he'd be super late. One night they were doing a taping and like a TV thing, and he didn't lip sync. He was so fucked up. He was just doing like the most delicate, slowest, just windmill in his guitar and just staring into nothing. And everyone's like, what the fuck? They didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
One night he apparently took a bunch of pills, crushed them all, and then like mixed them in with this blob of like hair gel and just stuck it on his head. And he's performing and the house lights are melting it. So he turns around to the band and it looks like his face is just melting off and everyone's like freaking the fuck out. Like he was just notorious for just. And so they bring in one of his best friends.
Yeah.
David Gilmour.
Yeah.
Holy shit, by the way. What a substitute.
Yeah. That guy's just on the bench.
He's just sitting there.
That's fucking Steve Young on the bench.
Is this with Sid Barrett, Wally Pipp?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they had this.
You had this guy on the bench the whole time?
So Gilmour comes in.
This is Tom Brady.
This is Brady. He's covering for Barrett.
Yeah.
On live shows, like, fuck it. I know Sid's parts. I'll play Sid's parts. I can sing. So we prop Sid up, and if he fucks up, right, then they just got rid of him. They just couldn't do it.
Well,
you can't do it. You
can't
They were hoping that he would,
Yeah.
They could just kind of Brian Wilson it. How would he just stay there and write all the songs?
Right.
He was just completely unreliable.
It's going to destroy the band. It was going to tear the band. Yeah.
And it takes like 5 records after they get rid of him, but then Jesus Christ, Dark Side of the Moon.
Right.
And, do you think they felt bad at all?
Maybe at first. I would imagine at first.
They had to. I think that because, do you know the story of Wish You Were Here? Of course, you know the album.
But can Roger Waters feel bad about anything?
Probably not.
Probably
not. But you know the story of Shine On You Crazy Diamond, right?
Yeah. No,
Which
tell me about it.
Oh, dude. So they are now one of the biggest groups on the planet.
Right.
Dark Side of the Moon is just this landmark recording. And so they're recording the follow-up. And they didn't know what they were doing. They were just tossing around ideas. They were trying to make something work. And they kind of landed on the music for Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Right?
Okay.
So Gilmour had that amazing, that boom, 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 and lyrically they were like, we don't know what to, and apparently this dude shows up at Abbey Road Studios to watch him play.
Yeah.
And they thought it was like, he was like maybe 250 pounds overweight, completely bald, just haggard looking. And they thought it was like a janitor or something. And I believe Richard Wright, their keyboardist, is like, that Sid, like Barrett just showed up completely fucked up, like half out, just super overweight, completely bald, and like they all just broke down crying. And Waters went and wrote "Shine on You, Crazy Diamond" for him.
Wow.
But here's the thing: like that was a wonderful gesture by Roger Waters.
Yeah.
But it was Gilmour who did the bigger thing. Gilmour made sure, and this is crazy, but Gilmour, who would do this? David Gilmour went in and he basically once Pink Floyd shot into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
And they were going to start putting out, we'll put out a live album, we'll put out a greatest hits. He made sure every greatest hits package they did had one or two Sid songs on there.
Oh.
So Sid never had to worry about money ever again.
That was nice.
We're taking care of him. Like that was Gilmour.
And that they should. That was the right thing.
And Gilmour was like, I'm putting. And so every time they would do a live, like their live album in '87, they open with Astronomy Domini. They open with a Sid song. Like it's like we're just like I'm making sure this dude's gonna get paid.
Right.
Like he's not gonna have to worry about money. But they had to do it though.
They had to kick him out. You had to do that. Yeah.
They had to kick him out.
They wouldn't have survived as a band.
No, I don't think so. And it was, and as much of a piece of shit as he is, it awoke he's still a fantastic songwriter in Roger Waters, who had to cover, like, well, fuck, okay, I guess it's on me now.
And Roger Waters doesn't become what he becomes without that incident.
Is he like, it's almost like if Dave Grohl just,
it's if Kurt Cobain doesn't kill himself, Dave Grohl's just the drummer for Nirvana for another 10, 15 years.
And he just takes over as their main, like, well, they didn't miss a beat, really popularity. Like, obviously, I think Kurt Cobain was a more talented songwriter than Sid Barrett, but still, it's an interesting, and that has to be, you think about, like, the bands that lost their main dude and got better. And that's, it's Pink Floyd, it's AC/DC.
AC/DC.
Does New Order count? Since it was Joy Division, they just moved on after the guy died and were 1,000 times more popular than Joy Division ever was. I don't know. New Order might count, but it's like, it's very, didn't happen with the Doors.
No, it didn't happen with the Doors. Doors did not survive.
They lost Jim Morrison. That was. I gotta be honest. Jimi Hendrix dying kind of hurt the Jimi Hendrix experience.
I think Honky Tonk got better when Greg the Hammer Valentine joined Rhythm and Blues.
Ooh.
I think that leveled them up a little bit.
I think you're right. So
it took some of the pressure off of Honky Tonk to make all the songs.
Exactly. So I think we agree then. It had to be. It had to be done.
Had to be done.
Had to be done dirty. Had to be. It was a dirty move.
Yeah, but had to be done.
But had to be done.
I don't think anybody looking back at that go, you couldn't. No, you shouldn't have done that. I don't think anybody can look back at that and go, you shouldn't have done that.
Holy shit. Can we double up done dirty or had to be done?
Okay.
Can we double up this?
We can do whatever we want.
But now this is going to be something that you are not happy with.
Okay.
So it's something that you might not even know. Victim of Love by the Eagles.
Oh, God.
What kind of love have you got? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Written by Felder,
okay,
their lead guitarist.
Okay.
Now responsible for one of the greatest guitar solos of all time. He's one half of
the
Hotel California solo. You'll give Hotel California that, Eddie. You'll give it the solo.
I'll give it the. I don't like listening to it, but yeah, sure.
So I think he had more ambitions than the Eagles were allowing him.
Okay.
Is how I gathered it.
Okay.
Felder.
Sure.
I think he had more, and so he writes "Victim of Love." You know that song, right?
Yes.
Victim of Love. He wrote it.
Okay.
And he sang it.
Okay.
And the Eagles were like, being Glenn Fry and Don Henley.
Right.
We're like, this is a hit, but not with him singing it.
Right.
It doesn't work with him singing. So Glenn Fry took him out to dinner. And while they took him out to dinner, Henley went in and recorded the vocals. Made it a hit. What do you think? Done dirty? Had to be done.
Done dirty. Fucking done dirty. Because you don't know. It could have been a hit. You don't know. It could have been such a good song as it was.
Sing. What if he was like, what kind of love has he got? Like, what if it was that?
I think fucking Henley was just like, you know what? I want this.
I'll take it.
I want this. This is a great song. I want it.
What kind of love?
Because we don't know what it sounded like. It could have been a hit song.
Now, Don Henley.
So done dirty. Pink Floyd, we knew what would have happened.
We knew what would happen. They would have been gone. There would have been no Pink Floyd. There would have been no.
No. But this, we don't know what would have happened.
Don Henley defended it by going, that's like asking me to play the guitar solo for Hotel California. That's how he defended it, by saying, well, this guy wasn't a singer. I'm not a lead guitarist. I'm not gonna go.
I think you still gotta. It's his song. You gotta give it to him. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Done dirty. Absolutely done dirty. Not had to be done. Done dirty.
Did we triple shot this? The Beatles.
Okay.
Oh, darling. You know that song?
Yeah.
Apparently, now this is a very mild done dirty.
Okay.
But John Lennon was very bitter to his dying day. He said Paul should have let me sing that song. He goes, Paul, it was Paul's ego. He wrote the song. He wanted to sing it. That's a me song, is what Lennon said. If you listen to Oh Darling, I hate, because I love that song, but I do think it's a better song if you have John Lennon's raspy kind of
probably,
scream.
But it's still a great song.
I know. Lennon was like, I should have sang that. I don't think he's wrong, though.
Probably not, but I don't know if it's a done dirty.
I don't think it's a very mild. Is it a better song? I think we can agree it's fine as it is.
Right.
Wonderful song as it is. Probably a better song if John Lennon is singing.
Probably, but
singing it.
Because they both sang a lot of the songs, so probably you can kind of tell maybe, okay, man, that would have sounded better with him singing it.
Because that's just more his style.
Yeah.
That howling, like.
But when Paul writes a banger, he's like, you know what? I know this is a banger. I'm writing this fucking song. It's like if you write a killer joke, you don't want to give it to another comic.
No, give it to another comic, even if they're like, hey, that kind of fits.
That fits with what I'm doing.
Like if I was a comic in the '80s and I wrote a great joke where the punchline is, ow, 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 I'm still doing it.
I'm still doing it.
Sorry.
Still fucking sorry, Kennison. That's mine.
I'm doing it.
I get that.
Like that.
I get that.
Kind of like that.
I'm a comic. People are like, do you write jokes for other comics? Like, no, I couldn't.
No,
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Because if I wrote a great joke, I want that joke.
I mean, but they did write some great songs for Ringo to sing.
Right.
But that was out of necessity, in a way, because Paul was like, dude, Ringo was like a megastar.
Yeah.
He's like, we
he's got to sing something.
We're not going to put him. We have to give him.
And we can't let him write a song. So that was more just like self-service to the band, like for the good of the band. Yes.
Right. We'll give Yellow Submarine to Ringo, and every 5-year-old on the planet is going to be an instant Beatles fan the second they hear this. We know what we're fucking doing.
But like as a comic, if I see I write a joke and I sell it to another comic and I see it on a Netflix special, I'm like, that's my fucking joke.
That's my bit.
Everybody else is laughing. They all think he wrote it. I know. Fuck that. I can't do that. I can't write jokes for other people. I can help a comic out, like, hey, I can punch you up. I go, hey, how about this tag?
They've done the work.
How about this tag? Or how about that?
That's
but
different.
like to go, here's a bit.
Here's an entire song.
No.
Here's an entire song.
Can't do it.
Oh, darling. I mean, it's still a great song.
Yeah.
I think that's what helped McCartney's case, is that it's still a tremendous song.
Right. The song doesn't suffer.
No. It's not like, I mean, yes, you can argue a little better. Sure.
Right.
Sure. But I mean, I don't think any less of that Cowboys Super Bowl because Leon Lett didn't cross the end zone. I don't think any less of it.
No.
Really.
Still good. Still solid.
Still a great one. Still a great Super Bowl. I had a wonderful time watching that Super Bowl. And will I live in that past? Yes, I will gladly.
Yeah. We have to.
If you have a Super Bowl like that, fuck yes.
You have to live in those.
You've put an ass whooping on a team in a Super Bowl. You're not going to forget that.
I love that John Elway got his ass handed to him.
By Washington. You beat the fuck out of that guy.
With the first black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl.
Oh, that must have hurt that MAGA piece of shit. That motherfucker.
So much.
Oh, you beat the shit out of that motherfucker. Oh God, fucking horse mouth motherfucking piece of shit.
Fucking can't stand John Elway.
Teeth, John Elway. Fuck him.
He's lucky Terrell Davis made it onto that team.
Lucky Terrell Davis's body allowed Shanahan to kill it for fucking 2 Super Bowls.
Right, because neither one of them would have fucking Super Bowl rings, Shanahan or Elway, without Terrell Davis.
Fuck no. That's no question. Oh, fuck. Well, man, Eddie, what a ramble. Didn't you think?
Such a ramble. Double OT. What a great ramble, double OT.
We're going to be back for Ramble 411. We didn't have time for this. We're going to do it next Ramble. I don't know if you know this, Eddie, but we're going to do this first. We're going to do The Finest Hour.
Okay.
It's not going to be easy. Are you ready for this?
Okay. What is it?
Are you think you can handle? I mean,
you're
probably going to be like, this is not fair.
Okay.
Have we done this before?
I don't know.
Maybe we've already done this.
You have to let me know.
Motown recording artist.
I think we may have.
That might have been a Hall of Fame hat. That might have been a Hall of Fame hat.
Yeah, it might have been a Motown Hall of Fame.
Do we bring it back? Do we bring it back?
We could do it again. Maybe our positions have changed.
Maybe they've changed. Who is the what is?
We're different people now.
Or do we go? Well, how about this? Finest album of Motown.
Ooh, that's different.
Let's do that.
Let's do that one. I like that one.
Not the artist.
I like that one.
The great, not it can't be a compilation. Okay.
Sure.
So the greatest album to come out of Motown.
Okay.
I think it's a no-brainer, but
we'll
leave it.
All right.
We'll and then we're gonna be doing some Gumbo Love.
Oh, of course.
And I don't know if you see it, Eddie. Do you see the steel cage being lowered right now?
No.
Stepping in. Richie Rich versus Ricky from Silver.
Richard Stratton III.
Richard Stratton III versus Richie Rich. I mean, how did it take this long to get
I don't
this
know.
battle?
It's obvious. It's just obvious.
This is kind of a no-brainer battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Richie Rich.
It's been a long time coming.
Stratton III. Who only one? The steel cage is lowered. Both men enter. Only one man's walking out. We're gonna let you know who that is. Ramble 411. Thank you for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe out there. We're gonna be back Friday with a new Ramble Radio. Until then, be safe. Subscribe. 5-star rating. Positive text review. Until next time, everybody. Bye.